Here's the reality. We're going to have to put our Agile thinking and our Agile doing into other areas of the business. You're going to hear me say this year that you got to get the heck out of tech. That means we got to expand. We got to bring Agile everywhere that it lives. And this is what I'm focused on now. Because here's the truth. With millions of certified professionals in the marketplace or hitting the marketplace, you, yes you, are going to have to figure out how to compete, and quickly. Before I give you some tips on what I think you should be focused on right now as a practitioner, let's take a moment to remember why we're here. To create an elite tribe of leaders who truly serve their clients and communities by doing what matters and what works. Relentlessly chasing value and excellence like a badass. There's so many resources out there about what you need to do to be agile, but we're focused on who you need to become in order to lead teams. So let's hammer down those fundamentals to create a truly unique and powerful force in this industry. And remember, please share this with your friends. Post this episode on your Instagram, on your LinkedIn, on your Facebook. Help us spread the word. If you look carefully, there is no shortage of opportunities to use your Agile skill to create value for your organization and their customers and for yourself. Pretty soon, Scrum Masters and coaches in a technical team room, building software, building features, doing techie stuff, there's going to be no shortage of Agile talent being deployed in traditional ways. If you want an edge, you're going to have to go sideways. You're going to have to go through doors that other people are not going through and are probably not willing to try going through. And yet, there's so many problems in business begging to be solved, where an Agile approach can bring solutions to the market sooner and better with greater quality, higher productivity, and more satisfaction than what even the best companies are getting right now. Here's some examples of those areas where you could be focusing and leveraging opportunities in the marketplace. This applies to you if you're an employee. This applies to you if you're an Agile contractor of some kind. If you're an Agile entrepreneur like me, you run your own business, you run your own practice. Number one, helping companies become more sustainable. More and more, buyers are actively concerned with the ways in which their suppliers, their vendors, are impacting global concerns like climate, world poverty, diversity and inclusion, violence, corruption, war, natural resources, and politics in general. Helping companies become more sustainable, maybe even more ethical, is going to be huge in the next half decade to decade. Now you might be saying to yourself, as you rightfully will, for all of these that I'm about to share with you, I don't know anything about sustainable business. Here's the truth. Very few people do. And you don't have to. Anyone who tells you they have the solution is kind of lying to you. Even if they've managed to do it successfully in their organization, if no one has helped your organization, your clients do it successfully, there is an opportunity for you to help the organization learn and then build on what you learn. Hang in there with me, folks. Isn't this the purpose of Agile? To work on problems for which there is no predictable or patterned solution, and create those solutions through experimentation and rapid failure. Well, if nobody knows how to do it, that's the perfect opportunity for Agile, and it's the perfect opportunity for you. Here's the second big old opportunity: sustainable people. Truth is, we're burning people out. And now that workers have seen a different future because of remote work, they know from experience that things will never go back to the way they were before COVID-19. Companies that fail to get it and respond to this properly will lose their best people and essentially disassemble themselves and find themselves left in the dust. Figuring out the way people will work from this moment going forward is a massive disruptor in the industry. And again, don't know how to solve it? Great. Nobody does. The only thing that you can do is to bring your Agile mindset to finding the right solution for your company and your customers. Number 3, faster and more effective business processes in general. Anywhere in the business, project planning, product planning, new product introduction, sales, marketing, support, everything is going to need to be faster and more effective in 2022, and we have to get it that way without violating problems number 1 and 2. We can't burn down the business, their ethics, their morals, their vision, and we can't burn out our people. So solving number 3 is technically not new, but solving it in a responsible way is. Number 4, creating mindset shift. This also doesn't sound new, but the truth is that the biggest challenge to transformation, which everybody wants right now, automation, which everybody wants right now, digitization, which everybody wants right now, is the inability to do things differently. At the leadership and team levels, fixing this problem is kind of like playing whack-a-mole. If you get one group or one person handled, you got to switch to the next one, and then the first one slips away from you. This is one of the biggest problems that large companies face. If you're looking carefully, you'll see it. We spend a lot of really good energy meeting and talking and planning, and even committing to do things, but the actual doing doesn't produce finished stuff. I'm going to repeat that. The biggest problem that you and your clients have is that much of your work doesn't produce finished stuff. And the reason why is that mind shift hasn't happened yet. We know we're struggling, but we don't know why. And it's our failure to act consistently to produce done, finished things that causes it. Massive opportunity if you can create a difference here. Number 5, flattening organizations. We have known for a long time, and we love talking about how flatter organizations, mini cultures, that's how we build innovation. Organizations need to unlearn to forget the idea that you can evolve and grow into the future, especially 100,000 people at a time, by somehow finding a way to row in the same direction. It won't happen. The best way to flatten organizations is through example, to create small pockets of innovative energy, something that demonstrates the edge that you get, the advantage that you get by moving fast and delivering first. If you can demonstrate success, they'll want to know how you did it, and they'll model how you did it. And if you did that by flattening your organization, trusting teams, dissolving hierarchies, then they'll do it with you. Number 6, leadership coaching. The entire planet talks ad nauseum about the importance of leadership. But do we invest in real leader development, real education? Right now, we have people who are itching to leave their organizations and find something better. Sometimes it's just because they want more money, but it also could be because they want more opportunity, more growth, or greater flexibility. One thing you can offer today is real investment in your leaders. And I'm not talking about book knowledge about leadership. I'm talking about real mentorship, leading by example, developing and growing your internal leaders through continuous challenge, observation, feedback, and most importantly, by applying the best principles, which I believe are nested in the 12 Agile principles and in the Badass Agile principles. Teach your people to be confident, to be passionate, to be visionary, to be focused and disciplined, to be resilient, to be emotionally, physically, and mentally aware and strong, to create learning organizations. Your people will have not only more fun, but they'll have more faith in you as a company. Most of the organizations I see are bleeding people right now because they fail to inspire and develop their leaders well. Here's another opportunity: decentralized finance. We're learning as a planet that personal and business capital doesn't need to come from a small handful of powerful players. We've got trends like crowdfunding, gig economies, virtual banks, microloans. Whoever helps build these technologies and those who learn how to leverage these new sources of capital will need to know how to prioritize and adapt quickly, because this is an ever-changing, volcanic force in the industry. Finally, number 8,